Part 2. Azure Moon. Great Tree Moon. Blood of the Eagle and Lion. Now in control of the Great Bridge of Myrddin, the Kingdom Army begins to invade Imperial territory. In response, the Imperial Army garrisons soldiers at Fort Merceus.
He cares to know how Dedue is doing, so let's go for a visit.
Here for the flowers again?
Not particularly.
You might as well have a look while you are here. I have two things to say. First, I thank you for supporting His Highness in my absence, but I must also admonish you for taking your own well-being too lightly. On several occasions, I have seen you protect others by putting yourself in harm's way. I am grateful for your efforts, but I feel you should place a higher value on your own life. His Highness relies on you, as do I.
You need not worry. I understand, but you need not worry.
Then
I take
show
hits that
with
others
your
should
actions. We cannot afford to lose an invaluable asset like you.
not. Can't afford to lose anyone. And?
This greenhouse would be a more lonely place without you in it. It would not be fair to the flowers to leave me their only caretaker. Someday, I hope to show you a whole landscape of these flowers in full bloom.
You mean in Dusko?
Yes. Once this conflict is over, and His Highness ascends the throne, I believe it can be done. You must live at least until then. Understood?
Same to you.
That's true enough. I had not thought much of my own life until now, except that I would gladly cast it aside for His Highness. That is still true, but now I desire to see the end of this war. Until I can show you the fields of Dusker in bloom, I will go on living.
Alright. It's nice having Dedue back. It was awkward not having him around, having to go through plans and stratagem.
We have received a report from our spy. It would seem the Empire is gathering troops at Fort Merceus. This is undoubtedly in response to us taking the Great Bridge of Myrddin. Their numbers are more than double ours. We believe that the Emperor herself may be leading them. If House Regan can reconcile with House Gloucester sooner than later, then Claude can proceed with his plan to rally the Alliance Lords, gather troops, and invade Empire territory.
At this rate, 3 military forces will be clashing at Gronder Field.
Just like 5 years ago, at the Battle of Eagle and Lion.
If you wish to indulge in nostalgia, do it elsewhere.
I'm afraid the difference in military strength is far from negligible. While we are elite soldiers, I am still uneasy about this.
If possible, I'd like to request reinforcements right away. If we can rely on any of the major kingdom houses for military support, it would be House Karen, I'd wager.
Why them?
House Karen has yet to declare fealty to the Empire.
It
I
is
see.
also my home. I will make the request to my father. With things as they are, I don't think he can refuse. The Church has long protected me. I am certain that any request from the Church will be answered to the utmost of their ability.
Very well. We're counting on you, Catherine.
I suppose that is all we can do for now.
So it would seem. Though if there are any other avenues worth exploring, I would suggest...
Allying with the Alliance?
Ah, good point. We have no reason to engage the Alliance directly.
Even if we do receive Count Karen's aid, we still won't have the troops we need to face the Empire.
But if we join forces with the Alliance, then our numbers will rival the Empire's.
Then, let's join forces. I see no reason not to.
It's about the only thing we can do. For now, let's send a messenger and try to figure out what the Alliance hopes to achieve.
It's hard to believe this decisive battle will take place at Gronder Field. I imagine that place is full of memories for all of you.
We won the Battle of the Eagle and Lion back in the day. It seems like a lifetime ago.
I can't help but remember, even though I wish I didn't.
Our feast after the battle. I remember it well. We all had so much fun together. No! Please, stop it. I had finally put all of that out of my mind. This isn't right. They're our friends. We used to study together. We shouldn't be fighting them.
Why not march up to Her Majesty in a reminder of that? Oh, that's right. Because you want to live to see tomorrow.
No matter who the enemy is, I will fight for His Highness.
Tell me, Boar Prince, do we stand a chance?
Who knows?
If we lose, we'll have died for you. I hope you know that.
That's enough, Felix. We must focus on the battle ahead.
Make your peace before we depart. It's kill or be killed out there. We will cross blades with the Empire, but it's possible we will also have to strike down the Alliance.
Your Highness, do you feel no hesitation about killing your former friends?
I'm used to killing familiar faces by now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's the one that killed Frederick back on the bridge, so he's not entirely lying. It also seems like we have another battle for this month. Weather Veins of Fodlan. Annette and Gilbert hope to acquire the hero's relic of Hal's blah 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 from Annette's uncle, Baron. Okay, so we'll deal with that next episode. But this one, we'll do what we always do and explore. But first off, Dedue. What are your chances of being? About a 68. I just need to get myself a Actually, I probably have a Master Seal on me. Hold on. The War Master, a master of the axe in hand-to-hand combat. The War Master pulverizes enemies with massive strength. Cis Flare, Axe Flare, crit plus 20. He did not finish up being a warrior, however. I don't think I'm gonna worry about that too much, if I'm gonna be honest. Nor do I care, because he has mastered it. Good job. And you get a bonus. Magic and speed, alright. Alright, well, as I was saying, we're gonna go out and explore the monastery, as we always do. And do the usual thing of studying down with Abyss, so... Hello there!
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report. The Great Tree Moon is finally upon us. It's time to celebrate a new year. We only get so many. Folks up top don't seem to be in the mood to celebrate, though. I hate war.
Alright, who's the first one we got today? Balthus!
We've seen the face of evil. One of its faces, at least. Even the Alliance is involved now. Hopefully, we can avoid dragging Alliance territory through the horrors of war. I may have cut ties with my family, but I still want them to be safe and all.
I can understand and respect that. Oh, they're happy?
They're fighting people we used to know from the Officers' Academy. Guess that's the kind of thing that happens in war, but still, it's pretty twisted. It makes me feel so... Ugh. Maybe I'll just try not to think about it.
Alright, what's in the scrap heap? Half-used iron bow. Half-used hand axe. Another half-used hand axe. Well, about 1/3 used hand axe, so not too bad. Yari, what are you doing out here?
That Duke Fraldarius is a rather outstanding guy. Getting into his good graces isn't without challenges. If he were a bit more corrupt, he'd be much more pliable.
Ooh, oh?
I'm not trying to pull anything funny. Just noting that he's a respectable soldier. I hear he's the sort to have drinks with his men, getting to know them personally. Just last night, he and Felix had a chat. I'm sure there's a lot to work out between them.
Oh, I'm sure there's a lot we probably don't know. Actually, yeah, I was gonna say, Felix's father is not part of the group, so I can't really just have him with Felix. By the way, we got a lot of support, probably a lot due to the fact that Dedue is now back. So, we'll deal with those at the end, like always.
Across the bridge is Burgley's territory. It marks the start of our incursion into the Empire. Worry not. I feel no trepidation as we do this. Mark how my spellcraft carries us through to Envar, heart of the Empire.
Maybe this will be what you need to fix your name, fix your house's name. That's the word I'm looking for.
What a pain. What an absolute pain.
Sorry, what's the matter?
Concerned, are you? That's nice. A little too nice. Here's a word of warning. If anyone here asks you for a favor, it's probably just a scam.
So, is what you're telling me a scam? And that I shouldn't be trusting you, therefore be trusting you? Because it would have been a scam otherwise?
I used to be a rather important person in the church, but I am in exile for committing a crime. I embezzled some money, but it wasn't out of greed. My hometown was pillaged, you see, and the church wasn't putting in enough to rebuild.
Well, if you have no regrets, then...
Please, you can't tell anyone you saw me here. I'm in hiding from the army. I couldn't stand the war, the violence. I had to get away. But now that I've deserted, I can't go home. Justice, ambition, what does any of that matter if you're dead? I just want to live. Is that so wrong?
Questions of war, and I have no answers for them. Surprisingly, no one's out here at the training area. But it is the Black Magic Tournament for today. The Black Magic Tournament this month. The mysterious order of magic wielders call the talons of Makuli await. Well, Annette, this is definitely your calling. Fighting off a bunch of warlocks. Wow! Wow! What? I never would have expected Anna to have lost that. Well, Mercedes, I want to say you have better resistance, so I'll guess it's up to you. I just don't know if you have enough attack power is the thing. But you have speed to make up for that, so... Dang! I mean, at this point, why not? Felix, give it a shot. Nope. Flame's the last chance I got. I'm gonna try one quick thing with Anna before I try Flame. Alright, there we go. So it was the class that was holding her back more than anything else. Guess it just goes to show that sometimes an advanced class may not always be the best option. Like, well, that as well as every class has its specialty. Granted, I had her as a Valkyrie instead of the Warlock. The Valkyrie is probably better off in the actual battlefield. The Warlock was definitely better on the whole one-on-one fights.
I'll be more...
And... Oop, wrong thing. Until she actually finishes with the Valkyrie, I'm not going to make her a Dark Knight just yet. I still like that extra range.
I once saw the prince patting the head of an orphan from the monastery. Does this mean even that cruel man has some empathy in his heart? Was it just a random whim? Maybe my eyes just tricked me.
Maybe he's finally coming back to his senses?
As powerful as our knights are, we're outnumbered by a long shot. This won't be easy.
Never
It's
is.
crazy to attempt this. I guess I'm crazy to go along with it.
Don't worry, pal. We're in this together. We'll succeed. I know we will. Don't give me that hopeful attitude. Hello there, Flame.
The Battle of the Eagle and Lion. Has it truly been 5 years since then? Can you recall whether it was before or after I joined your class, Professor?
I want to say it was before.
That is not at all the case, Professor.
No?
Your memory serves you poorly. It was shortly after I joined your class. I remember it like it was yesterday.
My apologies, Flame. I swear I thought it was afterwards.
Maybe.
Alright, so how's the gardening coming along? Got a lot of stuff. Alright. A golden apple. Mmm. Green, purple, blue, white, and red. Cornucopia of colors. This place just feels so empty today. Like, wow.
I can hardly believe we're crossing the borders of the Empire to battle their army. I never thought I'd see the day. You'd never guess from the calm looks on everyone's faces, though. I mean, we're probably all gonna die. Let's be honest.
Okay, buddy,
His
really?
Highness, Lord Rodrigue, you? There's really something wrong with a lot of you, I swear.
Yeah, you'll be tuning it too when we come out victorious. Hello there, Shamil.
Reconnaissance is becoming more of a risk the deeper we move into enemy territory. If I don't come back, assume I'm dead.
Don't talk like that. I know you won't get caught.
I'm glad you think so highly of me, but we have to be realistic. Don't waste your energy worrying about me.
Understood. Gatekeeper?
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. I hear we're sending troops to Gronder Field next. Is that what's what? That whole area is in the territory of House Burgleys. It's famous as the main granary of Fodlan. If we could capture it, we probably wouldn't have to worry about food anymore. Bread for all.
That also means we might be able to starve the Empire out then.
Yeah. You know, war really is terrible. People die, food becomes scarce. Weapons and rations start selling like hotcakes. Nobles start begging for loans. Oh, I didn't mean for that to sound so cold, really. Anyway.
You're not wrong.
Where are we off to this time? I hope it's the Alliance.
You're gonna be a little disappointed. I mean, if you want to go to the Alliance, be my guest.
There's unrest everywhere these days. I hope this...
Yep, you got anything new at your secret shop? Probably not. Because it looks all the same to me.
Come back soon.
Alright, thank you, Anna. Lawrence, hello there.
So, Claude and my father have made peace. That is to be expected. They both prioritize their own interests above all else. So long as those interests are in alignment, they will continue to cooperate. And based on that reasoning, one might infer that the Alliance should be also willing to work with the Kingdom's military. I highly doubt Claude would refuse to assist us if we were to ask.
Well, you're noble of the Empire, or the Alliance. So if anything, I don't know if we should ask you to do it, considering you did kind of betray, well, your father betrayed, but you're now better on better terms and blah 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 blah.
Edelgard's presence suggests that Hubert is around too. He is Minister of the Imperial Household, after all. He's been around Edelgard since they were children. I suppose he must be pretty happy with his current position.
Hello there.
I could use a hand.
Whenever I think about the next battle, my knees won't stop shaking. I'm scared of getting hurt or worse. Is there a medical herb I can have to calm my nerves? Find an herb that will calm the nerves of the soldiers. In the Knight's Hall, you will find what you need growing in the greenhouse. I don't know why you wouldn't just go to the greenhouse yourself, but okay.
Word just reached me that the Empire has stationed soldiers in Fort Mercius. If they decide to dig in their heels and defend the fort, we'll be in a difficult situation. I hear it's an impregnable keep, surrounded by high ramparts. Taking it would not be easy.
Well, maybe we can use magic to break down the gates.
What of this? When undertaking research, the usual method is to form a hypothesis, then test it with experiments. Those experiments reveal facts and falsehoods, yet sometimes they also unveil an exception. You seem to be that exception when it comes to my crest research.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Worry not, Professor. Exceptions are what make my work interesting. Why don't the rules apply to you? I will find out eventually. I feel it is my destiny as a Crest Scholar.
Alright then.
Okay.
What is the Alliance's next move? We do not know. You're feeling tense.
So, we're finally moving into enemy territory. We can expect the war to get even more intense from here on out. I'm really feeling the tension now. I have almost no experience with battles of this scale. Professor, I'll be grateful for your leadership on the battlefield. I know I can trust you.
Aw, that's nice. Alright, what do we find over here? Lavandula grass, a herb with tiny purple flowers. Its calming scent relieves stress. Hello there.
Thanks. I'm glad
Well,
I
it calms down and if you make tea out of it. Ah, it even smells even soothing. Thank you so much, I feel I can fight again. Alright, we got a lot of people up here on the second floor of the monastery, so set us.
Each time we press forward, our search for Rhea broadens to a wider area. I certainly hope we will find at least some clue. But I do suspect I already know where she is. If I'm right, and she is in the Imperial capital, then we cannot save her until we topple the Empire.
Alright, what's everybody doing in the infirmary? I hope you're all doing okay.
Nobles who are changing allegiance again and again. I do not have understanding for that. How can you trust if treason comes with ease? How can you be calling yourself a noble? I do not have understanding of the reasoning.
They're struggling for survival as well. If not for personal gain.
Surviving is more difficult without trust. There must be some other goal.
The thought of fighting people who were once our friends, it makes my heart heavy. If it was gonna come to this, maybe I should have avoided making friends with people from the Empire and the Alliance to begin with.
I don't think that's the right attitude.
I just don't know, Professor. I'm having a hard time with it.
I know.
It did often seem strange to me at the Academy that we were studying with all these people from all over the world. But I feel like I've finally started to understand the real reason behind it. The more you get to know people from other places, the harder you'll try to avoid fighting wars with them.
Yes. Because then they realize they're just people as well.
I hear the next battle could be a big one. Is that true? I miss the old days when if someone got hurt, we'd rush them to the infirmary and make them well. But on the battlefield, there's not enough time to help. People die. Professor, don't be one of those.
Hello there, everybody. There's a lot of you out here today.
So, we're finally going to set foot in the Empire. I'm starting to get a little nervous. We already fought Ferdinand at the Great Bridge of Myrden, but I guess there's a good chance we'll be fighting more old friends from here on out.
Sadly.
If we defeat the Imperial army at Gronder Field, what will our next objective be? I guess we won't have much choice but to try to take Fort Mercius, on the far side of Gronder Field. It's probably too soon for us to be thinking about that, isn't it? The battle just ahead of us is far from certain.
I'm glad you're the one giving orders on the battlefield, Professor. I don't think we should trust Demetri with that task. Although it's thanks to his obsession that we're wasting no time, taking the shortest route to defeating the Empire. I just can't see a bright future for this army, fighting as we are under the banner of a prince possessed. Even if we do succeed in defeating the Empire, I wonder what will become of Fodlan. I apologize. Whenever I'm with you, I speak more openly than I should. Please keep this between us. Thank you for bringing me here. I've been given permission to take part in this next mission, too. I'll finally be able to avenge my brother. I swear. I'll take down that monster.
Yeah, until she finds out I'm technically the one that killed her brother.
Yet another grand battle awaits. Many will lose their lives.
Unfortunately, there seems to be no way around it. But let's fight our hardest to stay alive.
Yes, let's. We must both make it home in one piece. Even considering those we are up against, friends from a time now past. I won't hold back.
And I doubt they will either.
Catherine will surely be able to convince Count Karen. All that remains is to wait for a response from the Alliance side. For now, there are preparations to be made for the coming battle.
You have a quest?
I have a request.
Might I ask you to help it? Oh my god. What's with you and all these resources every time?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. It's just the game's way of trying to get me, like, money every month now, because it's a little silly. Let's go straight to the chapel. I usually go across the bridge, but there's probably no reason to. Let's go see the consulate. One note. After the war, I have far fewer options to fight. When that day comes, what should I do? How will I keep my sword skills sharp? Strive to become the best in all Fodlan. You should focus on the war, not the future. War will always exist. Try to become the best in all of Fodlan. Dedue, I guess I should have expected you to be here.
You have my sincerest gratitude. Circumstances and my wounds have prevented me from being by His Highness's side these 5 years. I am grateful that you have found him for me. I am once again in your debt.
That's right.
I can finally kill her. Finally, I can avenge them.
And then what? Did you even think this through? What's the plan afterwards? This has been your entire goal for 5 years, and then what? I forgot to check the 3rd floor. I forgot to check, because this is where Rhea's room is and everything.
Let's see. I've got to keep this place clean, and I mean properly clean, every day. Dust it, sweep it, everything. You never can tell when Lady Rhea might be back.
I'm still surprised by how nice this room looks. You would think... Also, okay, that's a globe or something. You would think this room would have been destroyed back during the raid 5 years ago. Well, let's see, we'll like put it all together. Rodrigue?
Oh, it's you, Professor. Sorry, I was a little lost in thought there. About all that has happened and all that is to come. I'm sure the battles ahead will not be easy. But please, take good care of His Highness.
I'll do everything I can. Alright, Sylvain, I forgot all about you.
Say we do manage to take down Edelgard here. What do you think His Highness will do next?
That's what I was saying.
As long as there's a plan, I won't complain. I just, you know, want to know there is a plan.
Continue to the Imperial capital. Head to the Kingdom capital first. I don't know. Guess we'll just continue on to the Imperial capital.
Yeah, I suppose that's the most likely plan, since we're traveling with the church and everything. I suppose we should focus on the battle right in front of us, instead of what happens later.
It's never a bad idea to think about what happens afterwards, though. Well, my students are happy, so that's cool. I guess I'll just get some advanced drills being done then. That's the rest of my time I got.
There was...
Or... Head chef, how about... Mercedes, how about you come join me with a king of beefsteaks, increasing everyone's HP by 3.
I enjoy baking sweets, but I'm not sure how I'll do cooking other types of food. I see. Cooking is much more exciting than studying or training. Wow.
Good job. Yeah, actually, I'm so close to being like an A+, so how about we get that done instead?
I would be liking that greatly.
I like seeing a table full of my favorite dishes.
Okay, a little choir practice. Never go wrong.
Singing.
Anna, Gilbert, have a meal together.
Pardon me, Professor. I am happy to accept your invitation, but
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm at a loss as to what I should talk about.
And while hmmmm, the three teachers together.
My apologies in advance for our boisterous dining companion, Professor.
Professor, please allow me to apologize for the unprofessional behavior of my colleague.
Alright, Eloise, Felix, interesting combo.
Captain Gerald and I used to enjoy meals together just like this.
That looks appetizing.
I might go fishing at this rate, cause I'm not gonna have enough. Alright, Dedue and Cyril, we'll have you two end off.
Let us eat.
I've got food to eat and a place to sleep. I'm pretty darn happy with my life right now.
Glad to hear it. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna be doing some fishing. We're 200 points away from being, what, A+? A+, for whatever that gets me. Alright, this should be my last fishy fish. With that, my professor level ranks up. I'm now an A+ professor. My supply of activity points for battles and exploration has increased. Okay. That means I should be able to do 3 fights instead of 2. Not sure how to feel about that one. Anyways, let's do what we always do and instruct the students. Except now we actually have to do that actually work with us as well. Although Demetri is still not here. Alright, I'm very close to being an A. Yeah, how about we get, yeah.
Bye.
Okay, well, better. Let's look at some of the other students. Yeah, let's go with Flame. See if we can get your healing magic up to, well, closer to an A+. Man, I'm having a good teaching day, apparently. Ingrid! Why not? Yeah, some more flying skill. And Net, I'm gonna give you more horseback riding. I doubt you'll get high enough to actually get the extra +1 to your movement, but it never hurts to actually just try. Because, I mean, I guess I could have you focus on your magic a little bit. That wouldn't hurt. For you, no, you are strictly magic. Alright, Felix, I feel a little bit bad. You didn't get any extra work done today. Also, Anna, let's keep on the writing. Let's put on a little bit of reason. With that, I think we've been to training. And who wants to talk to me?
I've got a question.
Hello there, Happy. I like to wake up at dawn and sleep at dusk, but being in an army breaks my routine. What if I get sleepy in battle? I'll carry you on my back. Pace yourself as best as you can. Shouldn't the fear of dying keep you awake? Pace yourself as best as you can.
You really know your stuff.
Oh, A is the highest. Oh, I could have sworn we could get to an S. Alright. There are no Wyverns in Brigade, but I am wanting to practice soaring in the sky. I like to be training my axe skill as well. I would have excitement being a Wyvern rider. So you want to go from Siphon Assassin to Wyverns. I don't really care. I'm sorry, Patriot, I know that's rude, but I'm not using you at the moment, so you can do whatever it is your little heart desires.
For the two of us, this will be no challenge at all. Pretty good.
Good job, you two. Now for our training. So many, like, B's and A's. Then again, makes sense.
I've really gotten a hang
I've been
of it.
training in
Practice makes
for so
perfect.
long. And alright. Well then, I guess next time on Fire Emblem 3 Houses... Yeah, I can do 3 battles now. So I'll probably be doing the we'll be doing the paralog, and I'll be showing this one off. And then I might just do these 2 artillery battles, that, like, speed them up and whatnot, because honestly, I don't really think it matters all that much. The auxiliary battles have not been all that difficult, and they're not story required, but I still feel like it might be best just to keep them in. But as usual, I'm going to be saving and saying goodbye. But we will be doing the support, so until next time, so long, farewell, and have a good one. Bye-bye.
Hey, wait.
What is it?
You defended me in battle. Why?
His Highness does not wish for our military strength to be depleted. The loss of your strength would be significant.
You are a colossal idiot. One slip-up and you would have died. You think you would have been happy about that?
No, I do not.
Then why protect me? I thought you were his mindless weapon, his sword and shield.
I heard about your brother. He was at Duscur. He died to protect His Highness.
He did, but I don't see what that has to do with anything. Are you repaying some kind of debt? I hope you're not going to praise his death. I hear enough of that from my old man.
I will not praise it then. Instead, I will say I would have done the same in his position. Is it really so unnatural to put one's life on the line to protect a brother in arms?
To hear a rabid dog call me a brother in arms.
Your insults are merely an attempt to avoid addressing me as what I am. I am a man of Duscur, yet you were concerned for my life.
Concerned is a strong word. Your death would have been unpleasant, that's all.
Coming from you, that is enough.
What's that supposed to mean? I just meant... Never mind. Okay, go ahead, protect me. But if you act like a fool and get yourself killed, I'll kill you.
How can you kill me, if I am already dead?
You know what I meant.
You're quite late getting back.
The scouting mission didn't go well. I was so busy I didn't even have time to eat.
I thought that might be the case. Gilbert was exhausted too. Glad you made it. I saved some food for you.
Thanks. I'm starving. Your cooking's fantastic, as always. The spices were a nice touch. I could really taste the Duscur inspiration. You remembered that I wanted to try more Duscur cuisine, didn't you?
Yes. How is it?
Amazing. You're a much better chef than I am.
Your cooking is not bad at all.
Thanks. My father would be glad to hear it.
Is he the one who taught you?
Not exactly. I learned from watching him work the kitchen in his restaurant. And what about you? I think you said that you and your sister helped with the cooking at home.
Yes. I learned by watching my mother. Nothing remains of Duscur. The towns, the people, the culture. All of it was put to the torch. My mother and sister are gone. Yet that simple memory of them standing together in the kitchen is so clear, so real.
So in a way, you put those memories into this meal.
Yes. Through me, they are able to live on.
I like that way of thinking. The church may not like my feelings on this, but in Fodlan, when people die, they pass on to be with the goddess, right?
I suppose.
That seems so far away. I'd rather they stayed here. My parents, my brother, Lenato, maybe they can all live on through me, too.
As long as you think of them, they will.
Dedue. Your cooking is delicious. It really is.
Careful, or you will oversalt it.
It's all right. Thank you, Dedue.
Eat as much as you'd like.
I'm sorry. So sorry.
What is it, Annette?
I completely forgot that it's my turn for kitchen duty today. Huh? Did you do all the kitchen prep already?
Kitchen duty is mine today.
What? But... Oh, did I get the day wrong?
Yes, yours is tomorrow.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Wow, I really am something else.
These things happen. Is something funny?
Oh, no, I was just happy. You see, my uncle is really strict. He wanted me to be perfect at cooking, studying, cleaning, washing, everything really. He said if I wasn't perfect, as a knight's daughter, I'd be devaluing my crest. Whenever I messed up, he looked so mad, and he'd sigh like he just lost his faith in humanity.
That is harsh.
Oh, I know he loved me and all. He was just kind of scary. But you've helped me out and been patient with me without getting mad. I'm just so happy. Thank you, Dedue.
I have hardly done anything.
You know what? You remind me of my father.
Of Gilbert.
You look scary at first glance, but you're actually really kind.
Is that so?
Oh, right! Let me help you with something, if that's okay with you. What are you cooking today? Hopefully I can chip in.
It is a meat dish from Fargus.
I'm still a complete klutz, so I'm not gonna be in the way, am I?
Not at all. I was hoping that the food I made would bring a smile to your face.
Oh, wow. That's... Well then, I can't wait for dinner time.
Good.
Dedue? Are you okay? You look unwell.
Ingrid. Is my face frightening?
What? I mean, or sort of? Or not exactly. I wouldn't use the word frightening. Aggressive, maybe? But it's really nothing to worry about. Why? Did someone say something cruel?
I made a village child cry.
Oh, I see. Let me guess. You feel like you look frightening, so you walked around with a smile glued to your face.
How did you know?
I'm starting to understand how you think. The thing is, forced smiles never work well. They usually just end up making a person look creepy and insincere.
I see. Duly noted.
To be honest, when we first met, I was pretty intimidated by you. Not because of a smile, but a lack of any emotion whatsoever. And you so rarely spoke. I had no idea what to make of you. But that's only because I wasn't making an effort to get to know you, because you were from Dusker. As I started to get to know you, to understand your personality, I realized what a fool I'd been.
Personality?
You may come off intimidating, but underneath that cool exterior is a kind, loyal, and noble person. A really wonderful person. In a certain regard, you are one of the knightliest people I know. What is it?
Wonderful person. This is the first time anyone has ever said a thing like that to me. It is rather awkward.
It's only awkward if you make it awkward. Which it kind of is, now. Ugh.
Well, let me know if you need anything.
Yes, of course. Same to you, Dedue.
Chop the vegetables into bite-sized pieces. After that, skim the top layer off the pan. Be mindful of the heat.
Certainly, Chef Dedue.
There is no need to call me that. Are you displeased?
No, not in the slightest. I
I just got momentarily sleepy. It happens to me from time to time. Let me see. First, chop the vegetables. Coming right up, Chef. Dedue?
Good.
I am so bored. Day in and day out, it is nothing but dicing vegetables and waiting for water to boil. I want to feel like I am actually cooking. It is not as though I do not know the basics. He could at least let me hold the spatula sometime.
Next, we peel the vegetables.
Chef Dedue, I was hoping to speak with you regarding something that has been on my mind.
Speak?
Surely you have noticed my skill while wielding pans and knives. Therefore, I think it is time you taught me how to cook. Beyond all this water boiling and vegetable chopping business.
Impossible.
But why?
All must be done in the proper sequence. And the first step here, whether you like it or not, is to learn to use the tools perfectly.
Come now! You have seen how I use a ladle. You know I'm good for it. He has left me no option but to take matters into my own hands. Stubborn you may be, Chef Dedue, but I will show you the true meaning of delicious.